Hey mates, welcome back to MEH. If you're new, I'm Mel Etia, and for my new subscribers, thank you so much and welcome to the community. So let's get right into it. Yes, after the long wait, the topic has finally arrived. Oh, yes. And as you've already seen by the title, it says, I thought I would marry young. So, yes, it's about to get personal here. So, yes, I am actually in a rush to go somewhere. So, I did not actually prep to do anything major. So as you can see by this ring, guys, no, this is not a ring that I got from somebody. No, this is a ring that I got from my mom that was passed down. It's an engagement ring. So I'm just gonna use it for a prop, because I'm feeling this video. I'm feeling it, yeah. So yes, I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. I will kind of tell you kind of like not really the whole story in full of why I thought I'd get married or how or to whom, but more like the lessons I learned in that period when I thought I'd get married young. So what I can take on from. I think I just got like five of them, literally like five. So, some things that I just observed or some things that I learned, even though I did not kind of, okay, like go through them per se, but yes, so I don't want you guys to actually just jump into conclusions here, but yeah. So again, disclaimer, this is my opinions, okay? This is my life, this is my lessons. That thing would work for you guys. And again, this works for both. It's like most of my advices or my experiences or my tips work for both genders. So okay, so let us start. This is actually quite embarrassing to say. When I said it out loud and I said I thought I'd get married young, it goes like, huh, okay. But yes, I thought I'd get married young. I actually thought by 22 I'll be married. Okay, I thought by 19 I'd get engaged. So first of all, I'd like to say there's nothing wrong with getting engaged or married young. If it's your life partner, if it's your destiny, that's great. If that's the plan that God has planned for you, that is awesome. So yes, I do know a YouTuber who's actually engaged at the moment, a Christian YouTuber, Chloe Yasmin, Queen of Hygiene. If you do not know her, I will put the link down below to her page, to her channel. And she is married young. She's 20 this year, and I'm turning 90, guys. Like, she turned 20 this year, so she's 20 and I'm turning 19. So like, yeah. So it's not far off. So yeah, she got engaged. Was it this year? This year, last year? This year. She got engaged this year, if I'm not wrong, or last year. I can't remember. But yes, I haven't watched her in a long time. I haven't watched her videos. So yes, let us get into it. So backstory real quick. So yes, I thought I would get married young. So yeah. So that this guy. So there's just this one guy that got me so worked up that I heard wedding bells ringing. So yeah, we're about to get into this story. Unfortunately, it did not work out, and unreconcilable no circumstances. So yes, I will not go into depth of why, but wherever he is, I still think he's a great person. Honestly, I still think he's a good person. It's just that yeah, it did not work out and we cannot force things. Okay, so yeah, so I thought he was the one. Like, he was the one guy. When I saw him, I heard the angels going, oh, the whole beam of light going down there. And I'm just like, ah. We had great moments. I just want to say that we had wonderful moments, like legit. So yes, like, maybe tips, advices, or things you can do when you are feeling that you are ready for marriage, when you are feeling that maybe you want to get married. So these are some things that you need to consider before taking that decision, or things you need to put in place to get to that position. So number one, set high standards and stick to them. Okay, one of my biggest mistakes is that I had high standards before, but because of the love that I had for these people, and please guys, don't confuse this. Just because you're not with the person anymore does not mean that you do not love them. No, you love that person. I believe that I loved him, but then, like, there's love is different for everybody. So I believe that I loved him, but then obviously you love people in the love. Yeah, you love your mother, you love, like, there's love. Love is natural. You cannot just say, because I'm not that person, I do not love. You love the person. So I loved him. Yes, I loved him, but then he was not the one for me. So, but I'm still cool. We're still cool with each other. That's one thing. That's good. But yes. So one thing I did because of the love I had, I actually took down my standards a bit. So, like, I compromised more than I should have. I compromised to a point where he probably much could just run over me, like, just say do anything and just be like, how high, like, you want me to jump into a fire? Okay, sure. It was to that extent, trust me. And yeah, I did crazy things, not crazy things that, yeah, but I did stupid things, and I wish I had stick to my standards. So whatever you do, set a standard and stick to it. There's this mantra that they like to say on, like, social media, that if he wants to, he will, or if he wanted to, he would have, so I only got that later. And the thing is that when you take down your standard from the beginning, like, it's gonna be hard for you to set it high. Now when you're in the relationship and you try to take it up, the guy will be like, no, but you've been doing this all this time, so why now? So when you start it from the start, he can't move them. Like, the walls are there already, they're that high, so he has to climb there. So people will be like, but then, like, if we set high standards, then no, guys, set your I'm not saying set just standards, set high standards that go with your vision of what your man should be like, the type of man you want, and stick to those standards. Do not go for anything less. There's something that Brini says. She's a YouTuber also. She says Louis Vuitton does not go on sale. Prada does not go on sale. Because those brands are for only people who can afford them. So you should be like that. Know your value and add tax. Do not go on sale. That right person, a right guy would jump through every single hoop that needs to be jumped through just to get to you. Every hoop of fire, he will jump it just to get to you. You are like gold or diamond. Rocks, you can find them everywhere. You can, don't put them in the same, like, I need to show this. Don't be like everybody. Be you. You are like gold or diamond. The man has to dig down and dig and dig and dig to find you. Males do the same thing. This is not only for females. That female will have to get to standard. If you want a certain female, that female will have to dig, 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 just to get and find that. Do not be moved. But then again, here's the thing. Now, do not get cheeky with your high standards. Ladies especially, do not set a standard that you yourself can't afford. So don't go around saying that, me, I want a rich guy who drives this car and this car, when you yourself can't afford that. Don't be like,
I want a guy who's gonna spoil me, buy me Louis Vuitton and Prada and Chanel bags and heels every day. Gonna buy me those bouquets that you guys love with the money inside.
When you can't afford to do that for yourself. So it's better, like, that's why you need to work on yourself first. Establish yourself, like, have your own money, so that the money of a man will not be able to intimidate you. The money of a man must not be able to move you. Like, a man should not be able to buy with money. You should have a standard that even when a man comes and showers you with money, you'll be like, I can also do this to myself. When a man, you go takes you to a high class restaurant, and then, like, they offer to pay for you, but like, nah, I can pay for myself. That's actually one thing that is attractive to males. Like, I've noticed that to another gender. Guys, I have male friends, we talk, okay? Is that when you have that confidence, when you are independent, not like, don't be arrogant. There's a difference between being independent and be arrogant with your money. So, like, when you're independent, they like, okay, she can do it for herself, she doesn't need a man by her side. So that actually attracts them. That actually is very attractive to them. So be like that. Don't set standards that you yourself cannot meet. So don't be cheeky now with your standards, guys. Even guys, don't be cheeky now and be like,
I want a female with this body and what.
hey, no. And males, let me tell you something. Character is much more important than the body, I tell you. Because that lady might lose herself. She's going to, lose her beauty, but her character, if her character is stable, I'm telling you, through thick and thin, she'll be with you. But if you be chasing body, if you be chasing nyash, yeah, if you be chasing dairy bosom, I'm telling you, you are not going to last in life. She's not wife material if all she sees is material things. And don't say only some people have beauty without brains. There's some people who have brains and beauty. They're blessed like that. Find yourself a good lady. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. So next, number 2, he's the one mantra. Please leave this alone. I said it in my previous video with life after the. Okay. You now, like, if you're looking for a husband, like, guys, do not let every man be your husband. Don't put like every man you meet, he's the one. No way. And here's another thing that I want you ladies especially to do. Don't, especially in this dating phase, do not let everything out like, wow, a dating phase. You be cooking for him, you be washing for him, don't do that. It's a dating phase. It's a phase to get to know each other. If you're gonna do gifts, do them, but don't be so giving that you just give everything. Guys, they're going to be like, oh, okay, she can wash, she can do this, she gives me all of these things for free, and then they leave you and go to the next person. Men like to work for things, so you have to make them work for it. So don't treat every guy as your husband, guys. And leave this he's the one mantra. Leave this he's the one mantra. Don't make every man your husband. Oh God, don't make every man and because now you end up expecting too much from them. Like I said, you end up expecting them to buy you your Prada bags, your Chanel bags. You expect them to like act like the husband that you want to be. You have this vision of this man, and then now you let every man that you meet to be that. Now you are forcing them to be that kind of guy. So now when he doesn't act the way you want him to, when he doesn't call you every night, when he doesn't check up on you with this, when he doesn't do that, when he doesn't buy you this and that, when he doesn't remember your anniversary dates or the day you guys met, or when he doesn't do this, when he doesn't introduce you to your parents, and then you like see everything as wrong. I did this, guys. Trust me, I did this. Because you never know, especially when you don't know your goal, when you guys don't have the same end goal like marriage, and you haven't sat down. He probably doesn't have marriage in his head, and when you have marriage in your head, so he doesn't see the need to buy you all the stuff. He doesn't see the need to call you every day. He doesn't see the need to do this, to do that. Like when you see the need because you have husband in your head, and him, he has girlfriend. Him, he has side chick. Him, he has that. So he has fling. So another thing, don't leave this he's the one mantra. Don't give him that full package service. And also, because when you put your mind that he's the one, you actually expect too much, and then you end up being disappointed because they don't meet your needs, they don't meet your expectations. So leave this he's the one mantra, please, ladies, and men too. She's the one. Don't, now you're gonna expect her to be doing this, to be doing that. And then there's this other thing, especially when now you get like, but that one is another topic. Okay, let's just leave it. It's another topic. 3, ensure you are ready. If you are working towards marriage, or you think you are ready for, just ensure you are ready. This is very critical. Like, you can be the best cook in the world, you can clean the house until it shines like a mirror, like you can see your reflection. But if you are not ready character wise, like, it's not gonna work. Like, okay, you have to be a complete wife, and a complete wife is not the one that cooks and cleans only. That's not what they look for in a husband. We're looking for, when you're looking for a partner, whether it's a wife or husband, you're looking for a companion. You are trying to build something with that person, like it's a lifelong partner. It's a, like in Christian, it is like a covenant. It is something that God has put there because there is a mission, there is an assignment you need to complete, but you can't do it alone. You need that companion, that life partner be next to you. You can't do this incomplete, because remember, you come from the rib of a man. Somewhere out there is a man. There is a man there with a missing part of the rib, and you are his rib, that correct rib. So the man can't function, or you can't function without each other, because you need to be complete. You can't be this half assignment. It needs to be a complete assignment. So you must be full. So make sure that you are ready. When I mean ready, you must be emotionally ready. You must be emotionally ready. You must be able to keep your emotions in check, understand them. Because if you are a wife that just goes high and you don't consider everything, my love, hey, starting from girlfriend, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. It's not going to work at all. I tell you, because you're never going to understand each other. You're never going to process your emotions. Like, you need to be able to be that person who has your emotions under control. Like, what emotions you're feeling, and you know how to deal with them. Because in situations like that, when you guys are facing trouble, you will not be able to handle the situation, because the emotions you're still a baby. Like, you're still immature in your emotion. You don't understand your own self. So it's gonna also be hard to process his emotions or her emotions, because now you are all over the place. When you don't understand your emotions, having a mental breakdown or whatever, and then you are going to now project your whole confusion to her, and it's gonna be like, I witnessed this, guys. I witnessed this. I know what I am talking about. Yeah, I know. You may look at me and be like, she's young. I know what I'm talking about. I have experience. When you don't know what you're feeling, you project it to the person, and you project all that negative energy. You do not know what to do with it. So you project it to that person. You start blaming them for things they don't like. All this emotion, it becomes chaos. But you have to be mentally ready. Now, you have to be able to control situations, and you have to be able to make decisions, like independent decisions. Because now, if you are not mentally strong, you are also gonna depend on that person to make every decision for you, and that's not good, because now it's gonna be controlling. It's gonna lead to the part where you are controlling. And you'll also be able to handle situations, because there's gonna be like moments where you're gonna break down, like a mental breakdown. You're gonna reach your limits. You need to be able to control your own mental state. You need to be able to keep yourself in check, because this is two different. You're now two different people now trying to become one. And like, he grew up from a different place, you grew up from a different. It's like chaotic. So if you can't handle situations like that in an instant, or whatever pressure, like situations, you won't cope. Imagine when you have babies now, and you need to act fast, and you can't. Guys, just ensure you are ready. And another one, spiritually, I feel like spiritually you should be ready. Spirituality is very important to me, and I didn't take that into consideration. People, I want you to be strong in your faith. You need to build your faith, that it can't be broken, it can't be shaken. No matter what storm the devil will bring your way, Lucifer can come with hell and everything, but you can't break. When we speak about marriage, the vision I also have a vision board for my marriage. The vision I have is that me and my husband must be so strong in our faith that when Lucifer hears of us, when he sees us in his way, he shakes and runs. He must run, he must flee, he must fly. He must fly. Not like, you must be also strong in your faith individually. Whatever faith that you are in, be strong in your faith. If you're a Christian, build your faith first, because there's nothing more lacking than a wife that does not pray. Especially the wife has to be a prayer warrior. She has to be an intercessor. The wife has to be the one that prays for the husband, has to be the one that prays for the children, has to be the one that prays for the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, the whole family. Even if the husband is not that much of a prayer warrior, the wives are the one that sustain that prayer life in the house. So, but then also nothing spiritually, you have to find a person who is equally yoked to you. Do not go into relationship that is aiming to marriage when you're not equally yoked with the person. When I mean equally yoked, you're not of the same spiritual level. You're not of the same religion. It's going to end up chaotic. Now, by destiny, by faith, by grace, some people come from different religions, and if God willingly, they will end up strong in faith in one religion. No, our God is great. But do not do that to yourself. Don't be like, I will change this. You will not change him more. I went with that mentality of, not that he was a Christian, yeah, he was Catholic. I had no problem with that. I just believe, like, man, his background though, I believe they've experienced a Pentecostal church. Nah, I didn't want to force him to. I was like, God is in control. But I believed in other aspect I could change him. Do not do that. Especially when he's an unbeliever. They're gonna drag you with them. So build your faith first, and then be in a relationship with a person that is equally yoked with you. You have to speak with this person. You know, if you're getting serious, you're getting serious now. Yes, you see yourself that you guys are getting serious and you're moving towards the direction of marriage. You have to sit down and be like, my love, wait. Oh, my person, yes. So 1, 2, 3. Me, I'm a Christian. This. Like, we have to be. You need to know that me, my faith, you can't shake my faith. So you cannot ask me to choose between you and my God. My God comes first. Where? Okay. So another thing is financially. You need to be ready financially. This, guys, don't depend on the person. Like, there's some like his instances where, like, you are just working for yourself and you find marriage and the man picks you up and he's rich and he takes care of you and your family, and you actually do something for yourself. But now don't go with the goal of that I'm going to marry a rich person so that I can be out of poverty. No, work for yourself first. Be financially stable to also handle your own needs. Because now I don't, actually, unpopular opinion, my opinion, I don't understand girlfriend allowance. I'm sorry. Somebody asked me this about girlfriend allowance or boyfriend. I don't understand it. Boyfriend allowance, girlfriend, I don't. Actually, I don't. Like, I feel like if my boyfriend were to give me money, it's a gift. It's not obliged to give me money every month. Why are you giving me an allowance? What are you paying me for? Are you paying me to be your girlfriend? It just sounds wrong. If you do that, it's a gift. I will not reject it. It's your money. You wanna gift me your money? Fine. But I have my own money. I can go do my hair. I can go do my own nails. I can go buy my own toiletries. I can go buy my own clothes. But if you wanna spoil me, I will allow you, brother. I will allow you. I can't refuse now. Na free gifts, na free money. No, I'll not refuse any money. So if you wanna spoil me, that's true. So I literally don't understand this girlfriend allowance. No, he must give me money every month. He must take care of my hair. And at that moment, when you don't know how hard he worked for that money, and you are asking for Brazilian weaves, inches and inches that touch your feet. And when you're like, he must give me, you didn't even work for that money, and you're even ungrateful, like, he must give me, like, baby, I need money for this, make a plan. Where? It's somebody's son, that one. Where? It's somebody's daughter, that one that you're abusing. No, so I actually don't understand this whole, just be stable your own self. It actually is attractive to a guy. Actually, even for a female, it's attractive if you can handle your own self. As a man, you can take care of your own self. I would be attracted, because if you don't need my help, you don't need my money, you don't need my assistance. When we join together, it's just us joining forces. It's not now you depending on me and just sucking me dry. No. Like, honestly, so girlfriend allowance, me, I feel like if you wanna give me, it's your choice. I will not refuse it. But like, if it becomes too much to a point, I might actually refuse. I'm that type of person, like, with money especially. Like, if it comes to that much of a point where, especially where you think your money is buying me or your money is ruling me, please keep your money. Keep your money. You can't buy me. You can't buy my life. You can't buy my happiness. Please don't do that. So yes. And also physically ready. And people be like, physically? No. What is that? Physically ready. If you cannot take care of yourself, if you cannot be presentable and well kept, and your appearance is always on point, your attitude, your anything, mister, you're not ready for marriage. My brother, you're not ready for marriage. If you cannot maintain your own self physically, like, you look presentable and all that time, what's gonna happen when you have another person now? Like, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be too much. And there's this mistake that also people, especially ladies, make. You dress up and look good for males because you want their attention. It has to stop. Like, start doing it for yourself first. Like, look good for yourself. Like, do that makeup, do that hair, take yourself out for yourself. Self-care. These YouTubers are preaching it out there. They're not making a mistake. It has become a song, it has become a mantra. They're not making a mistake. They know what they're saying. That's when a lady is living a posh life, like, you don't have to have a lot of money, but if you're living like you have it all, like you are, the guy is gonna follow suit. If you respect yourself, you look presentable. The guy saw that, and that's what you are attracted to. They say the way you dress is how you are dressed. So the way you act, it's how people will approach you. So if you're physically ready, trust me. If you already build a discipline of, I'm physically like this, trust me. Also in the previous video, at a point of reputation and building vision for yourself, so you can watch that video. So just, the way you walk, the way you talk. So yes. Okay, now please, I beg, please, as much as I say, no matter how much of a cook you are, whatever, if you're not ready in other aspects, you're not complete. Again, it is also important to know how to cook and clean. I'm not saying now you have to be chef mamang, chef what. No, please, no. But it is important to know your basics. You have to be able to take care of yourself. You have to be able to cook for yourself. You have to be able to feed your own self. You cannot live also you yourself. You can't feed on takeaways for the rest of your life. It's so uncomfortable, so unhealthy. So you yourself have to, like, be able to cook. You have to be able to clean your own self. Number 4, almost there. So be patient. Now I'd like to share a scripture on this one. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. It says, there is a time for everything and season for every activity under the heavens. This is so true. There is a time for, be patient. When you are in that season of, I think I'm ready to get married. A lot of people in their 20s now, they're like, I think I'm getting ready to, and or even if you're in a relationship already, and you'll be like, no, this relationship is going well, I think I'm ready. But now, please don't start looking high and low with this man. Don't start looking for marriage everywhere. You see every guy passing, my potential, my, please, be patient with yourself. When you're building yourself now, I want you first to be content with yourself. Be content with being alone. You have to be at peace with being alone, with just being you and yourself and your God. You have to be at peace, because once you are at peace with being alone, then you will not depend on a relationship or a marriage for happiness. You will not depend on the other person to give you happiness, because they can't. They can't give you that happy. You will be so unhappy because you are trying to get that person to make you happy, and you make them unhappy because now they can't give you the happiness you're looking for. So, like, do not be desperate for a man. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Ladies, a man doesn't come to give you happiness, he just comes to add on it. Man, a woman doesn't come to just give you value or whatever, she adds on it. Marriage is a completion of something. Marriage is a completion of yourself. That's what they say, when two become one. It's not something where they come to complete it. So you already have to create your own happiness. You already have to be content, so that you're not desperate. You don't have to you don't have to depend on that person. So yeah, do not rush into relationships, especially have that talking stage. Get to know the person. So some things, like, they won't happen like the way you will them. So yeah, but just know where you guys are going. Clarity is key. Don't don't just stay in a relationship and be like, yeah, just clarity is key. You guys have to have titles, because once you don't have titles, you don't know what you are. Are we in a situationship? Are we in a this, that? Are we friends with benefit? You have to know what you are. Clarity is key. But then also, don't rush into, and even if you're in that relationship, don't rush it to marriage. Just let things move along. But then again, don't delay. Now, nothing, don't delay. Be patient, with yourself, be content, be at peace. Relationship, don't rush, but don't delay. Now, don't relax. Don't settle and just relax in that relationship. No, don't relax, baby girl. Don't relax, guy. Don't relax. When it reaches a certain point where you guys are both ready now, you have to take action, because once you guys just relax in that settling stage, it's gonna stay for like that forever. And then number 5, the last one, lockdown. I call this lockdown. This goes with patience. Put the cookie on lockdown. Ladies, you have the key. You have to put it in a state of the art prison. Put bars, locks, chains, everything that you need to put there. Put it on lockdown. Here's the thing, because now you won't be led by emotion. That is your biggest treasure, and you cannot just give your most prized possession to anybody. Trust me. I've seen this a lot. I've seen it a lot. I've seen this a lot. Don't just give it like, oh gosh, oh my gosh, hey, okay, oh. There will be temptations. I will not say there will not be. It's going to be easy. There will be the temptations. And I always love what Chloe says. She says that it's actually easier for those who have never been in the situation to abstain than those who've already to abstain. Like, if you've already, been intimate, it's so much harder to abstain, because you know what goes on, the feelings, the emotions, or whatever, than a person who has not been intimate to abstain. It's much easier because you don't know. You see? So, but like, this is not just Christian just talking. Just keep it on lockdown, just because then you are not led by emotions. You see, you have that thought in your head. If you want, remember, here's the thing, guys. If they wanted it, they could get it anywhere. Nyash is walking up and down, left, right, and center, everywhere. They could get it anyway. And they come to you. Don't give in, because you give in, like, okay, this one is easy. So if she gives it in like that, I'll use her whenever I want. I just come to her. They will probably have the girl, the one that doesn't want to give it, and they like her because of the character. And the one that gives it, they come to you every time and they go back. Come to you every time and they go back. Rather have him go and get it somewhere else because you don't want to give him, and get the right one that will wait, than to give it to him and then he moves on. Like, that's just such a waste of time. Like, in my opinion, keep it until marriage. Honestly, in my opinion, keep it until marriage. The one for you will wait, my love. He will wait. This thing of, no, you won't have experience, wada, this, wada. How did Adam and Eve know? Please tell me. How did Adam and Eve know what to do? Please tell me. How did they know what to do if they didn't have experience? So this whole stigma of, no, you have to first have experience, date multiple people, enjoy, wada, it's a lie. It's a lie. People, you do not even know what spirits you are like attracting and collecting from people, because being intimate is like a spiritual bond. You do not know what you are collecting, and that's why these spiritual things and spiritual battles follow you, because you do not know what you're collecting from different people. What they are collecting, the spirits and the things they are collecting, they are all mixed, and then they come into you, and then it's just a lot of things. Because even if you slept with one person, they probably slept with many people, and all the spirits followed you. You, as a prayer person, you are going to suffer. They're going to just crush you and cut you to pieces. And other than that, you don't even know what diseases you're collecting. You don't know. And this whole thing, protection, guys, all these things have, in my opinion, they have side effects. The preventing things, they all have side effects. Simple, just abstain. It's really just abstain. Try your best just to abstain. Let him wait for. And there's nothing much. I feel like it feels like a sense of accomplishment when you, even if you guys have been intimate in the past, and then you decide from today, like, I want a girl, like, from watching this video, or a guy, when they decide from today, I'm not going to be intimate anymore, heads up, please. Oh Lord, like the Lord would have answered my prayer. Like, even if it's just your choice from today, there's nothing going to be more fulfilling than if you decide not to be intimate. You just put that cookie on lockdown until your marriage day, your wedding day, when you go off for your honeymoon. It's going to feel like, okay, so I've kept it locked just for this one guy. And that guy will be like, wow, you kept it locked for me. You did not let anybody see this treasure, and I'm the only one who gets to have it. Wouldn't that be so satisfying? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be special? Wouldn't that be, ah man, guys, come on, think about it. Think about it. Like, it would be that special moment, like you've kept it for so long for just this one person. That would be like so fulfilling. So yeah, guys, honestly, just keep it on lockdown. So that's all from me, honestly. That is all from me. So yeah, that's basically what I have on this edition of I Thought I Would Get Married At, and the lessons that I learned or things that I think would help when you're making that decision towards marriage, and what you need to do and consider before you get married. So I hope this helped, and please share it to your fellow people, to those young, to those even older, those who are thinking of marriage, and even if you are thinking of marriage, just consider all these aspects. Again, these are my opinions, my lessons. All of this is my advice and not yours, so you can take it or leave it, but please do share, and I'll see you again in the next video. Till next time, mates.